Здравствуйте, ребята! Добрый день, уважаемые коллеги! Меня зовут Ленинг Т.В, я учитель физики.
Я Бобкова С.Н, учитель английского языка в гимназии Ленинг Т.В города Химки. Сегодня мы приветствуем вас на уроке физики в 7 классе гимназии номер 4, который будет проходить на английском языке.
На уроке мы покажем, как можно совместить формирование естественно-научной грамотности и читательской грамотности, получая новые знания по физике и применяя, демонстрируя компетенции владения английским языком.
Hello, dear students.
Hello, teachers.
I'm very glad to see you today. Are you fine?
Yes.
Yes? How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
That's great. And what about you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay, and today we are having an unusual lesson. Where are you at the moment?
We are in the physics room in the school.
Yes, you are right. And it is not the English classroom, yeah? Why? Why? What do you think? Why we are here?
Maybe we make experiments.
We'll do experiments in English.
Yes.
English is not a science. It's a language. In physics, okay. Yeah, you are right today. And today,
Because right now we're having physics.
yes,
Because we are in this room.
yes, that's why we'll learn physics in English. We'll learn. Okay, and please look at the screen. What are we going to discuss today? Guess, please. What word is it there? Eureka. Yeah, Eureka. Let's say it together.
Eureka.
Who pronounced this word? And he was the first.
This word is pronounced in Archimedes.
Archimedes. Do you mean Archimedes? Yes, Archimedes, the ancient Greek scientist. Yes, and yes, we'll speak about Archimedes today. What else? Let's have the other hint. What is it? What can you see?
It's a coin.
It's a coin. It's not a banknote, it's a coin. Yes, you are right. And it's a very special object for today. It's your hint today. And what do you think? Is it, what do you think about the size of this object, Vanya?
Very small.
It's very small, yes. And what do you think? Is it heavy? It's not heavy. Is it light then? Is it light? Yeah. Okay. And now let's look at Tatiana Viktorovna. She is immersing a coin into the water. What happens? What happens? It sinks. Does it sink?
Yes.
Remember, you told that it is very light and small in size, but it sinks. Okay, let's look at the other object. What is it? What is it?
It's
A ship, or it's a boat, or it's a yacht. You can call this body or object in different words. Okay, and what do you think of this object? Is it, what about the size of this object? Okay, Stasia. Big? Is it big? Yeah. Is it bigger than the coin? Yes, okay. And what about the mass of this object? What do you think? Is it heavy? More heavier than the coin. I agree with you here. Okay, and now again, look at Tatiana Viktorovna. What is she doing? She is immersing a boat into the water, liquid. Yes. What happens? What happens? compare a ship and a coin. They are of different size and they're of different mass. How does it happen? Wait a moment. I want to ask you, what is the topic of our lesson today? What are we going to speak about?
About buoyant force.
About the buoyant force. Is it? Do you agree with Masha?
Yes.
Buoyant force or Archimedes principle? Yeah? Yeah. You are right here. And what are... Does it work? Yes. Or scientists call this law buoyancy principle. Buoyancy principle. Remember, please. And what are we going to learn today? Grisha.
We will learn why some objects float and other things.
Yeah, like coin and boat. Yeah. Okay. And what are we going to do at the lesson? Masha.
I think after this lesson, we will get new knowledge about buoyancy in English.
Yes, I agree with you here, but the question was, what are we going to do at the lesson to learn about buoyancy principle? Anastasia.
We're going to do different experiments.
What else? And do you know the vocabulary?
Yes.
Do you know the vocabulary of buoyancy principle?
Maybe partly.
Yeah.
Partly, yes, right. And that's why we need to learn new
Words.
words. We'll learn new words, and you will read the text, yes, right here, and then Paul said about the experiment. Yes, of course, and we'll carry out an experiment. Ready? Ready. Let's start with the words. Vocabulary. Please look at the text. Let's read it. First, read it to yourself. You have 1 minute to do it, and then we'll read it together and discuss. We'll answer the questions. Now, let's read the text and get ready. Be ready to answer the questions. Begin, please, Philip.
Apples are less dense, so they float. Nick Chadwick is a physicist. He works at the Scientific Research Center in Oxford. He loves his job and enjoys everyday living the city of beautiful architecture, history, and
Culture, yeah? And architecture, yeah? Okay, and life, yeah? Philip. Okay, continue, please, Sonia.
When Nick was a child, his family lived in the countryside. Their garden was very close to the river. One of the apple trees was nearly on the river bank. Nick liked to spend time there. He sat on the grass under that tree. The only thing he could do then was watching the river.
Okay, thank you very much. Timur.
In August, apples from the tree were so sweet and juicy. Some of the apples dropped into the water. They did not sink. They could float comfortably in the water. In autumn, Nick admired the colorful leaves magically floating in the river.
Okay, thank you very much, Vera.
Yellow, red, brown lips sailed easily on the surface, as ships on the sea. In the evenings, Nick and his father often came to the river. They picked small stones and threw them into the water. Their pebbles made ripples and sand. All the things, like apples, leaves, and pebbles, made Nick wonder.
Okay, thanks, Polly.
When Nick started learning physics at school, he found the answers to his question. Buoyant force helped him. Leaves stay on the surface of the water because they are less dense than water.
Okay, thanks. Great. Stasia?
When the apple immerses into the water, it displaces its weight into it. Also,
One-fourth.
one-fourth of the volume of an apple is some fruits in the water because they are less density than the water.
Okay, thanks. Great. Greg?
Now Nick is a successful
Attention, you've skipped the sentence.
Objects like stones have density greater than density of water. Therefore, they sink in liquids. Now Nick is a successful scientist. He carries out experiments with buoyancy every day. His curiosity helped him to choose a career.
Okay, thanks. Great. And I now answer my questions, please. What is the text about, Mary?
This text is about experiments that Nick Chadwick made to he did this experiment to understand how the objects floating
Float on
float
in the liquid. Yeah?
or in the
liquid. Okay. Do you agree with Mary? Yes. Okay. And why was he interested in such wonder? It was wonder for him in his childhood. Why? Stacy.
Because in obstacles not sink or ocean.
Okay, apples didn't sink. And what about the other objects he observed? Greg?
Leaves were not sinking too.
They didn't sink.
Didn't sink too, but little stones sank. So it was very strange for him.
It was very strange for him. And okay, and that's why he was interested in the idea. Yeah, why some objects sink and the other ones float. Yeah, and here in the text you can find the words which are underlined. Let's look at them. What kind of words are they? Polly, what do you think? Which topic are they related to? Physical. They are related? Yes, right here. Yeah, definitions. Definitions, yes, okay. And what are they? Let's look at them and let's read. I want to know that you remember them, that you know them. Ivan, begin please. The first one, underlined word, find it please. Sink. What does it mean? Do you remember? Yes, what is it? And, yes, okay. Is it a regular verb or irregular? Irregular. Can you give three forms? Sank, sunk. Okay, thank you very much. Can you find the second form here? Yes. Okay. What are the words? Sank. Sank. Yes, right. We have discussed the next one. Wait. What is it? Do you know? Yes, it is. Yes. Okay. And what about the next one, Mary?
less.
Less. Yes, right. And what about the next one, Sonia?
Liquids.
Liquids. What? What is it? Жидкости, okay, you can say. Can you give the example of a liquid?
Water, oil,
Oil, water, what else?
juice.
Juice, yes, they are all liquids. And what about, you have, Sonia has skipped one word. What is it? Yeah. Green. We have discussed less and liquids. And what about this word? Greater. What is it? Speak up, please. Can you find the opposite to this word? Greater and the opposite, the word with the opposite meaning. Less. Yes, you are right. Okay. And now let's look at the words which are in bold. Take a pen, please, and write down. Try to find the meaning of each of the words. Match the words in bold in the text with their meanings. You can start from the first word or the last one. Yeah. Has found two. Okay. Ivan is nearly ready. Be careful. Let's start with the first one. I see. Begin, please, Greg.
Buoyancy, the ability to float.
Yes, buoyancy. It is the ability to float. Do you agree with Greg? Okay. Mary, the next one.
Upward.
Force or F. Louder, please.
Buoyant force.
Yeah, buoyant force. Great. Yes, Eureka.
Floated stay on the surface of the liquid instead of sinking.
Float. Yes, right here. And what about the next one, Lera?
Density inherent parts that are close together, so that is difficult to go overseas.
Is it density? Is it density?
Yes.
Yeah, do you agree with Lera?
Yes.
Yes, the next one. Dan is ready.
Volume, the amount of space that substance or object occupies, that is enclosed within a container.
Okay, do you agree with that? Yes, great. Okay, Stasi is ready with the next one.
Sink put something on the surface of the
Put something. Put something. So can you repeat, please?
sink.
Sink. Attention, please. Puts with S. Puts. In the text, the verb is with the same S. Find it, please. Puts. Do you remember? I told you about the actions of Tatiana Viktorovna. She was immersing an object in the water, and that's why put something under the surface of a liquid means yes, immerses. But let's think of the infinitive form. To immerse. Let's say together. To immerse. Okay, it's a new word for you. Then, and the last one, Uliana. Are you ready with the last one? Okay. Who is ready? Vanya?
Displays moves corpus from the usual proper place.
Yes, right. Displays. What does it mean? To place. To place. And displays? displays. But here we put something into the liquid, and that's why the liquid displaces. Do you understand? Two new verbs. And now I want to ask you, плавать, держаться на воде.
Float.
To float. Yes, right here. The ability to float. Philip.
Buoyancy.
Okay. The amount of space that a substance or object occupies, or that is enclosed within a container. Volume, let's say together. Volume, we need, you remember volume with the other meaning. But here we have physical measurement. And the next one, put something under the surface of a liquid. To immerse. To immerse, let's say together. Okay, and the next one, having parts that are close together, so that it's difficult to see or to see it. Density. Let's say together.
Density.
Okay, that's great. You are ready. And now let's look at the vocabulary. You need this vocabulary for your experiment, for carrying out the experiment. Repeat after me. Buoyancy principle.
Buoyancy principle.
The acceleration of gravity.
The acceleration of gravity.
Weight.
Weight.
Mass.
Mass.
Be equal to.
Be equal to.
Be the same.
Be the same.
Something. And less.
Less.
What does mean less? Less and greater.
Greater.
Okay, and the displaced liquid. Вытесненная вода.
The displaced water.
Let's say together.
The displaced water.
Okay, I want to tell you that you'll find this vocabulary in the formulas in physics you will need today. Okay, thank you very much. Eureka, you know the vocabulary, new vocabulary of the today's lesson. Okay, and now I suppose you are ready for the experiment.
Теперь, пожалуйста, освободите место, чтобы я поставила посередине, здесь будет ходить. Put your all your things here.
Yes. Now we'll work in groups. We have, how many groups do we have today?
We have three groups.
Three groups. And now, okay, let it be so. Group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. Okay. Here are the instructions for your experiment. Please, they're in English, again, in English. Everything is in English. Before the experiment, I want to ask you, what are you going to do first? What are you going to first? You have instructions. What are you going to do first? What are you doing at the moment? I want to ask you. You are reading. What are you reading? The instructions. Okay, that's why, first of all, let's read the instructions. Look the instructions through, please. And if you have questions, ask me, please. And attention, please. You can use this text with vocabulary during your experiment. Attention, please. I ask you a lot of questions today. What do you have for your experiment? what do you have? What kind of objects do you have? Objects or bodies? Eyes. Do all groups have eyes? Eyes body. Eyes body. Okay. What else? A metal body or a metal object. Yes. And what is it? What is it? Find. What is it? A cork. A cork. Cork. Yeah, cork. Attention please, you have ice, metal and cork. Okay, what are you doing first? What are you doing first, Lera? What are you doing? And? Okay. Isn't icy? Okay. And what are you doing at the moment?
We're observing the objects.
In the liquid, yes? And what is happening? What is happening? The object is floating. Yeah, you are right. Please write down about this, your observations in your exercise books in physics. Okay. You've done the first one. And what are you doing at the moment? Yes, and what stage are you in? The first one. They have questions. Discuss, you can discuss. Yeah. And? Yeah, and what? Yes, choose please. You can use this vocabulary to decide. And look at this vocabulary. Be equal, be this or be less than or be greater than. You understand? Yeah. First, decide. And attention is here. Write down the observations in your exercise book in physics. In your exercise book in physics. And don't forget to draw. Look at stage 4. Pictures. How many pictures will you have? 3 pictures, right? Okay. 3 pictures to all the observations and draw pictures in your exercise books in physics, not in English. I see. Lera, what are you doing at the moment? What are you doing? Look, the first observation, yes? To the first observation. Okay. Stася. Greater or less? Yes. All the same. Equal. Yeah. Observations and draw pictures. references.
You taught how to discuss and then, конечно, здесь по физике вы пишете формулу, по физике, выводите.
Why?
Да, вы должны делать
Why?
рисунок.
If the density of the object
Да, можете
less the density of the object grows. And read all these equations. First of all, read all these equations. Yeah. No, not floating. Here you should use equal, less, or greater. Okay, I'm not your teacher. Sorry. Eureka. Am I right? Am I right? Thank you. Compare the positions of objects and the surface of the water. Are you ready? Yes, are you ready with your exercise books? Yes, then are you ready? Are you ready? Mind the time, please. Okay. Victor told me that you have you read finish writing, please, and finish drawing. I see you are writing formulas.
1 minute.
Yeah, 1 minute. Okay, work in a group.
Соглашение, запиши.
The same is okay. It's possible to say. Ready? Group number 3. Are you ready? Are you ready with your drawings, formulas?
Yes.
Sonia, what about you? Please, and please show me you have your records. Are you ready with formulas? Timur, sorry. Are you ready? And where are your formulas? I see you with the pictures. Okay, finish please. And what about group number? Ready? Okay, ready. Your records. Tatiana Victorovna told me, finish please. Okay. Yana, finish please. And I will, mind the time please. And I want to ask you, what about the conclusion? Have you reached the conclusion? One? Have you reached only one conclusion or some conclusions? How many do you have?
3.
3. And what about the first one? Can you read it, please?
Yes. If the density of the object is the same with the density of the liquid, the object is.
Yeah. Do you have the same? The same with, or who has different word?
Is the density of the object is equal?
Equal.
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 To
Yeah,
the
equal.
density of the liquid, the object flows.
Yes. Do you agree with this idea? Do you have the same conclusion? With the icy object, the first one. And what about metal object? I want to ask group number 1.
Metal.
Stasia.
If the density of the object is greater than the of the liquid, the object
Sinks and metal object, it sinks. Do you agree, group number 2 and 3? Do you agree with group number 1? Okay. And now, what about the core object? I want to ask you, Philip.
Object is the if the object is less dense than the liquid, the force keeps the object.
Do you agree with group number 2? Yeah, do you have the same? Okay, I have the same. Thank you very much. And I want to ask you, what have you learned at the lesson today?
We have learned why some objects float and why some stay.
And do you understand it? Can you explain?
Yes, some objects float because their density is less than the density of liquid, and some objects sink because their density is greater than the density of liquid.
Do you agree with Greg? Yeah, okay. Do you think the same? Okay. What have we done to understand it? What have we done at the lesson?
We have done experiences.
Experiments.
Experiments
Yeah. With what?
with
With
ice.
what kind of objects. Yes, right here. Okay. And what else have you done at the lesson, Polina?
I learned some physics.
Vocabulary in physics.
Yes, vocabulary in physics, and I learned which bodies are sink and
Which bodies sink and which bodies float. Okay, thank you very much. And which words do you remember?